by Mayor John Shute.
Please bow with me.
Lord, thank you for another wonderful day, for a wonderful life. We thank you for what you provided to us at Sebring. As we enter the Easter season, we ask that you remember what our life is all about, and where it's coming to, and where it's going to and coming from. We ask that you watch over all our citizens and those that are coughing hysterically. Please cure their cough. We ask that all we do in your name. Amen.
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 Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Yep.
You're on.
Thank you.
Kathy, let's see who's here tonight. Call the roll.
Mayor Shute,
Here.
Carlisle,
Here.
Ivy,
Here.
Lawrence,
Here.
Stewart,
Here.
Detman.
Here. If there's anyone in the audience that would like City Council to consider anything you would like to discuss with us this evening that is not on the agenda, please come up and see Clerk Haley. She'll give you a little piece of paper to fill out, and we'll call you up a little bit later in the agenda. Sounds like the Mayor's report has a proclamation for the American Red Cross.
I sure do.
Yes, sir.
Kelly, if you want to come up here. Kelly's the community volunteer, I believe, correct? The Red Cross. So, and we do have a proclamation for the American Red Cross Month 2020. Whereas March is American Red Cross Month, a time when we recognize a humanitarian organization that eases people's suffering during the life's emergencies in Sebring, across the United States, and around the world. The Coast to Heartland chapter has a long history of helping our neighbors in need by delivering shelter, care, and hope during disasters, making our community safer through its life-saving home fire campaign, teaching skills that save lives, and supporting military veterans and their families. During this Red Cross Month, we thank and honor the selfless volunteers, dedicated employees, and generous supporters who make this compassionate work possible. Whereas last year in Highlands County, 250 Coast to Heartland volunteers worked to help the community prepare for, respond to, and recover from disasters such as home fires, floods, tornadoes, and hurricanes. In addition, volunteers helped 303 people affected by 100 home fires in the chapter jurisdiction by addressing their urgent needs like food and lodging and provide recovery support. Whereas meanwhile, the Red Cross continues to work with its partners to prevent fire tragedies through its National Home Fire Campaign, which installed its 2 millionth free smoke alarm last year and has saved hundreds of lives across the country since launching 5 years ago. The Coast to Heartland chapter and local partners have installed more than 1,000 free smoke alarms and have made more than 545 households safer from the threat of home fires. Whereas additionally in this chapter, the Red Cross provided more than 650 services to our military and taught more than 3,750 citizens life-saving skills such as first aid, CPR, and swimming. We recognize the volunteers heroes who donated more than $21,000 to make this work possible to help our neighbors when they need a helping hand. Whereas every day people in our community depend on the Red Cross, whose life-saving mission is powered by the devotion of volunteers, generosity of donors, and partnership of community organizations. We dedicate this month of March to all those who support its vital work to prevent and alleviate human suffering in the face of emergencies. Now therefore, I, John Shute, Mayor of the City of Sebring, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the constitutions and the law of Sebring and Florida, do hereby proclaim March 2020 as Red Cross Month. I encourage all Americans to support this organization and its noble humanitarian mission. And Kelly, thank you for all you do also. Just a pleasure.
Wonderful. Congratulations. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
You're welcome.
Council members' concerns, comments, liaison reports. Start to my left. Charlie.
I just want to remind everybody that we have the 12 Hours of Sebring race coming up. That's going to be in approximately 2 weeks from now. We do have a council meeting on Tuesday and a little bit early at 3 o'clock. And then after that, we have the transport parade downtown And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we will have races out at the track. So if you're not doing anything, come on out. You're probably going to notice a lot more traffic around town. As a result of that, we do have a lot of international visitors as well. And it's a great thing for Sebring. So I just want to remind everybody that's coming up.
Thank you, Charlie. Mark?
No report.
Nothing.
Leonard?
Nothing?
Nothing to report.
Okay, I'd like to remind everyone that 1 week from today is city election day. That's March 10th. Early voting and mail-in voting has already started, and it is good through the 6th, which
Friday.
is this coming Friday. So if you want to get out early and often, you're more than welcome to do so. Early voting ends on Friday the 6th, and the regular voting day is March 10th. There are 3 seats up for election. There are 4 people running. Choose your favorite candidates, and hopefully that we all move forward in a positive fashion. Thank you. Tonight we have 7 items on the consent agenda. Items A through G. However, item E, I would like to note that the date for the closure of Booker Avenue from Conchita Holdman has been a request to extend it from the 7th to the 21st of March. So the change would be from March 7th, same times, same location, and same conditions, but to Saturday, March 21st. Understanding that, I will entertain a motion to accept the consent agenda as it is presented.
Before you do that, could I ask you to please pull G out, as I'm a member of the Sebring Firemen, I won't be able to vote on that part of the consent agenda.
Okay, if I am an honorary member of the Sebring Firemen, does that prevent me from doing the same thing?
I don't know that it prevents it, but if you feel that you need to recuse yourself, you certainly
I
can do
don't,
that.
I don't feel like I need to recuse myself. I just want to make sure we're doing it legally.
If you're not receiving a special gain as a result of your.
Every once in a while, a pat on the back. That's about it.
I make a motion that we accept the consent agenda with the change of Saturday, March the 21st for the family ceremony and pulling G.
Okay, we have a motion. We hear a second.
I'll second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Kathy, call the roll.
Carlisle.
Yes.
Ivy.
Yes.
Lawrence.
Yes.
Stewart.
Yes.
Detman.
Yes, so item G, use of the stage, Sebring Firemen Incorporated.
I make a motion that we accept as presented.
Second.
I'll second it.
We have a motion, we have 2 seconds.
Go ahead, Mark.
Mark is the second on that. Kathy, call the roll.
Carlisle.
Yes.
Ivy.
Yes.
Lawrence.
Abstain.
Stewart.
Yes.
Detman.
Yes. I failed to invite the audience to chime in on any of these items that are on your consent agenda, and in neglecting to do so, I will invite you to do that now, even though we voted to pass it. Hopefully, there is no one out there that would like to discuss anything on the agenda. No, Ginger. No business, I'm sorry, no old business under item 9. Item 10, new business. A is Proclamation Development Disabilities Awareness Month. Mayor Shoup again.
I'd like to ask Kathleen Porter, Donna Sherlocker to come up.
We don't really have-
Kathleen?
She's afraid of me.
Well, why can't we bring the big guy up here with us?
My security detail doesn't.
He doesn't want to do that?
No.
All right, well, we have the Development Disabilities Awareness Month coming up. And I've got this proclamation that says, whereas Ridge Area ARC and Heartland Horses Equine Activities and Learning are involved in advocating for programs that promote positive system changes that allow persons with developmental disabilities to dream, believe, and achieve their personal individual greatness. And whereas Ridge Area ARC and Heartland Horses Equine Activities and Learning encourage all citizens to actively participate in events that are appropriately recognize and celebrate Florida's diverse population, including persons that can't speak and with developmental disabilities. I apologize for
It's
that.
okay.
Whereas Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month in March has been established to promote awareness and understanding of opportunities, challenges, and the needs of persons with developmental disabilities, and whereas Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month also recognizes Florida's public policy accomplishments concerning persons with developmental disabilities, as well as identifying the improvements to public policy that are needed to ensure that all citizens with developmental disabilities have the capacity to lead full, productive, and engaged lives. And whereas it is necessary and appropriate for local communities such as Sebring support the mission and purpose of Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month and encourage their citizens to recognize and respect the important commemoration. Now therefore be it resolved that I, John Shute, Mayor of the City of Sebring, Florida, do hereby proclaim March 2020, I'm done, okay, as Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month in the City of Sebring, and encourage all Americans to support these organizations in their noble humanitarian mission. So, and we really thank you guys.
Did
for
not
all
mean
you've
to
done.
make that difficult for you.
That's good.
Sorry.
I'm done. Thank you, Donna.
Good.
This is for all ARC does, so I'm gonna
Excellent.
lead right into the next agenda.
Okay, all right.
So, obviously, we're a nonprofit, so it's important for us to get our name out there. We have a lot of activities where we ask the community for sponsorships and for silent auction prizes, but today we get to ask for a fun event, which is scarf bombing your downtown. And truly, this is just an awareness event. Donna has a scarf, and she's got little tags for you so that you too can advocate for people with disability. You're not the only one, apparently. People with disabilities. So what we're asking to do, we actually did last year, and it went over very well. We've got a scarf. On the scarf it says to take the scarf with you and advocate for people with disabilities. So we're asking that we tie scarves to your, I think we did the lamppost on the downtown circle last year. We are promising that if a scarf should be left at the end of the week, we will come retrieve it. There were none last year, so.
Great.
Can we have permission to do that? And if so, is there a time when you would like us to do that?
I would like to make a motion that we approve the placement of the scarves as presented.
Okay, thank you.
I'll second that. And the question of the time to do it, we'll leave with the city administrator, I suggest.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good. Mr. Nadek, did you have a thought on that, or do you just wanna work on that from here on out? Okay, we have a motion and we have a second. Kathy, call the roll. Sorry. I missed it again, didn't I? Is there anyone from the public that would like to chime in on this issue? That's two down, one to go.
Strike two.
Nope, hearing none. Kathy, call the roll.
Carlisle.
Yes.
Ivy.
Yes.
Lawrence.
Yes.
Stewart.
Yes.
Detman.
Yes. Thank you
Thank you
very
very
much.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Mayor, would you?
I'm
mind
not gonna say
submitting-
another thing,
Would you
so.
mind submitting to a hair sample before the evening is over?
He might need one of those scarves.
I did come back from California last night.
Okay, well.
Legal there, isn't it? Yeah.
item
Northern California.
C.
He's feeling much better now.
As long as it wasn't Washington.
You need it. We go from scarf bombing to Stations of the Cross, so here we go. Ms. Ann Shahid? Hello, Ms. Shahid.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good evening, how are you?
I was here last year and presented the same thing, but it could not come to pass, the Stations of the Cross, because of the bad weather. So hopefully, prayerfully, we'll have good weather this time.
Right.
So I'm here to present the same thing again. It's the 14th Stations of the Cross, live reenactment of it. I am hoping to use 1 or 2 horses and some crackers as well, whipped crackers. And I am giving out hot cross buns at the end and bottled water. We start at Sebring Public Library and end at the circle itself. Any mess from the horses, I will be in charge to clean up whatever, you know. And basically, that's what it is.
And the certificate, I'm sure it has been provided,
Yes.
okay?
I make a motion that we approve the event as presented.
I second that.
Okay, we have a motion to approve and a second. Is there anyone from the audience that would like to comment on this issue, on this item? Kathy, call the roll.
Carlisle.
Yes.
Ivy.
Yes.
Lawrence.
Yes.
Stewart.
Yes.
Detman.
Yes.
Thank
That
you.
takes us, let's see.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I didn't see anyone come up, no
Yes, sir.
business from the audience. City attorney's business, I see none. I do see city administrator's business here. Mr. Naglet referenced a lease of a lot adjacent to Charlie Brown Park. Scott?
Good evening, council. The land lease between Parkway Auto Sales and the city expires at the end of March. Mr. Salentano is requesting an additional year for that lease in the amount of $1,000 to be paid in advance.
Does it go year by year?
Actually, he had a 5-year lease,
Okay,
and he paid that in advance,
right.
and we're at the end of that 5 years.
Okay,
and he's
so he just
looking
wants
to
one more.
right now, and I didn't have any further
Mhm.
conversation with him as to what his plans were, but he does want one more year.
Okay.
I make a motion that we approve the extension of the lease as presented.
I'll second that.
And this is for the same thing?
Same
Yes, sir.
piece of real property.
Same little piece
No,
of
no, what I
property.
mean is for the same type business.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
what I
sir.
was saying, so everybody to understand that. Okay, I think we had a motion by Leonard and a second by
Down here,
Mr., oh, I'm sorry, Kurt? Okay, very good.
your professional seconder.
Professional seconder. You and Mark. Anybody from the audience like to speak on this particular agenda item? Kathy, call the roll.
Carlisle.
Yes.
Ivy.
Yes.
Lawrence.
Yes.
Stewart.
Yes.
Detman.
Yes. I'm sorry to disappoint all of you, but we're very much near the end of tonight's meeting. And in saying that, the only thing we need to do is pay the bills. Mrs. Haley.
Council needs to approve the payment of the bills, please.
So moved.
Second.
Sleeping on the job.
Yep,
Another
you are.
professional second. Anyone out there like to comment on the payment of the bills?
That's the light.
Kathy, call the roll.
Carlisle.
Yes.
Ivy.
Yes.
Lawrence.
Yes.
Stewart.
Yes.
Detman. And if I
Yes.
can just say one thing, Mr. Lawrence mentioned it earlier, but everyone keep in mind that your next council meeting will be at 3 o'clock instead of 6.
Okay,
For the
so
transporter parade.
Second city council meeting on Tuesday will be at 3 o'clock instead of 6. From all of us, thank you for being here this evening.